Greetings. What are you saying?
We're back.
Peace and love and all of them things.
Oh, all the love. All the love. Look, someone loves the intro. Have you changed the music?
No.
Evening, Captain Rex, Tavern Wars, Ulfric, Corporal Hicks.
Hello.
Pie. So listen, quickly.
What's
Archnin. Wagwan. Wagwan we do not. Yeah, man. Who's that?
Kev's
Darth
on
Sparkles. Kev Bellamy wearing chaps. He said he'd
Yeah.
put in the first sentence a clue to what he was wearing.
It's chaps.
High chaps.
Or high vis vest.
A high vis chaps. Do you know what I mean? Ooh.
That's a
Gold
big-
Squadron paint cast. What's going on, my dudes? Yo, Luke, you right, brother? Hi, Skywalker. What are you saying, bruv? Right, so listen, a bit of a quick
Sick, innit?
update. Things are all up in the air and people's lives have got in the way of stuff. So John is not with us. John is just about to leave. He's got
He
us.
is there.
That's John's hideous hand. It's not. It's one of the best parts of his body, to be fair. But John is about to leave, and he's shown me some buttons. And as you know, I excel at the computer arts.
Yeah. Oh, you are.
I'll leave you to it.
So you are
boys.
going, right?
No,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
no,
going,
no.
yeah.
No, I don't like it. Everyone. You know, like when I paint stuff really tiny, you all hold your breath. Love you, John.
Bye, John.
John's actually left. It's
Yeah,
not a
it's
joke,
left
is it?
us. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
really
it's
happening,
legit
isn't it?
leaving.
Right. So.
You know what to do there. He told you
Right.
about
So
it.
I know some stuff to do. Hi, Scarlett. Right. So look, what's going on is I've got Scarlett with me, my daughter. Those of you that know me personally will know my daughter, and those of you that don't will have heard me speak about her.
Yep.
But she ain't been very well today, so.
She got the ball there.
And Ash has got to go at 8:30.
I have
So-
indeed.
And so honestly,
It's a super quicko.
every so often, as an artist, you do get to that point where you just hit a bit of a block. And today's one of those days for me, and I just have not got that in me today. And if I try and squeeze it out, it's going to be no good anyway. So instead
We
of
had this conversation a while back about you get to that point of where
I'm
you just
not
don't
feeling
want to
it
do
today.
it.
Not
Yeah,
today.
yeah. You don't want to
And
paint.
like, I've had a
and-
load of other stuff, you know, just life and kids and family and all of that stuff.
But sometimes you just don't want to paint, and if you force it,
Yeah.
you'll ruin it.
Especially with what I do, you know. So
and your love for it only comes across, and that's why the things look the way they look and
Yeah.
so amazing. And it's when you push it out that it's crap in it, and you don't enjoy it.
yeah, and you know what, right? So that's the other thing. Worlds has been hectic, and that's a bit about this whole show is themed around the worlds, right? Because unfortunately, John can't do next week on any level.
Yeah.
So this is going to be your last show for I
four-
think 4 weeks.
Yeah, because of world side in.
So
and
next
everything
week we can't because of John, and then we've got the next Monday I'm flying out to Worlds, and then the Monday after that I'm flying back. So the Monday after that is 4 Mondays time, which it just breaks my heart. It's you know really is. I love doing this so much.
It really does. It'll be rerun central. We'll be posting the reruns.
Yeah,
Let John swing some old videos up.
yeah. We'll do some. We'll try and do something. But what I'm going to do is certainly while I'm at Worlds, I'm going to be trying to keep some diaries of stuff on my phones and some notes, and maybe have a couple of little interviews with a couple of like names out
Yes,
there, right?
yes, yeah.
Rasta Maice talks to people, so that when I come back, we're going to have Ash come back, and we're going to do like a big episode, and it's going to be like a celebration of this year's Worlds.
Yep.
And whoever wins and whatever happens and all the glorious things and all the fantastic stories and all the great piloting and all that. So we're going to have all of that to bring you. And this one was, because we know we had a bit of a buzz for Rasta and Ash last week, we thought we'd do a little look back at last month's tournament here. We're just going to talk to you guys for a bit as well. I have got something cool to show you, so it's not completely it's not completely unhobby related. The first few minutes I'm going to show you
He's
what
got
we've been
some on the
working
table ready to go.
But let me just do my housekeeping bit, right? So if you are not a subscriber and all of that, please do it. It helps out with everything, as well as today's giveaway, stretch goal. And other than that, I'll get onto the stretch goal. Today's stretch goal is just for 65, and it's something that really means a lot to me.
So
And it'll,
this thing, right?
yeah,
In the next kit, the kit that's for the what do you call them? The hyperspace challenges.
Right.
They have these things in them. Someone who works in the store said, "Oh, you seen them things in there? They're sick." And I was like, you ain't seen the one George has got. That's sick.
Right, so last year, my son won Worlds, and I was blessed to be able to be there and see that as his father, right? And as a participant in Worlds, we got two things. Oh, two things. I didn't mean that. That wasn't even subliminal. I had the best time of my life last year at Worlds. We got two things. We got a T-shirt and we got a folder.
How did you get the sleeves?
The what?
Sleeves.
Oh, and we got 2 packs of card sleeves. But basically, the big things we got were this cool T-shirt, which
sick.
I ain't gonna give no one a T-shirt with my smelly pit stains, and we got these, right? So this is the 2018 Worlds folder, and this is properly sick, and it is in just as good a condition as it was when it was given to me.
Yep.
It's my personal thing. And I will, whoever wins this, I will put some Weekend Warlords promos, some promos that have been given to me like by ProTech, by other members of the UK community, wherever it goes.
We've got some good ones, some game night kit ones.
Yeah, and there'll be some game night kit. There'll be some promos in here as well. But you're really bidding on this for today. So that's your stretch goal. The link pops up every so often.
This is a rare bit of kit.
Properly rare, right? And
I was saying, so you get a folder in the new one.
Yeah, but these you can only get for turning up at Worlds.
World Championships on
No, this is the 2018 World Championship. So that's your bit of housekeeping, right? And now let's do your little bit of hobby. Wait, I'm going to push a button. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, do you know what to
It's
do?
this one. So, it's not there yet. They ain't seen it. Right, so I'm going to show you what we've been working on for those of you that are new to the stream. This is what normally happens on a Monday. Bang. Right, so.
This world.
I love you, Tavern Wars.
Yeah, thank you.
So, now, here he is, and he's done. His base is not done. I'm still working on it.
Because you were saying about his base being, it's going to be a proper centrepiece.
As you appreciate, this is never going to look as good as this does in real life, right? But I want you to kind of have a look now. I've really got round it. You can see everything that wasn't done. You can see that beautiful. Look at this shoulder pad. Let's try and move that round in the light. Remember, I'm working with studio lights in here, yeah?
And
it's really hard.
To point out, this is one of the original grey plastic.
Yeah, this was the original,
pops.
And this has been resculpted. Let's put it down a bit. I might actually have my focus slightly out there. All right, so I'm just going to keep really working. Well, turning it round. Right, and for those of you, like, look, so you can see we've got the dark. Can you see the dark blue glow on
the blue lens?
And then we got the lighter glow at the front. So every little detail's been taken care of. And Ulfric, can you see that purity seal in there, mate? Might have your name written on that one.
Wow.
Might have your name written on that, bruv. So, is that Dion or is that Luke? Whoever it is, blessings. Thank you for joining us. So, look, that is what there's over 35 hours in this piece, right? So far. And I haven't finished the base. We're probably looking at another 5 to 6 hours in the base. So, I'm looking at a 40-hour week. So, it's a full working week to do something like this in my time. I'm incredibly proud of it. When the base goes on it, this is going to be like something I really do want to enter in a competition. And these cameras will never, ever do it any justice.
The difference of me just sitting here and seeing it on the side is like astronomical.
Yeah, the lights,
because you don't pick up any of the metallic texture that you're seeing.
The lights bleach out a lot of the colours in here as well. So, anyway.
Like the hard edging on the front is just, this isn't picking it up. The light's not showing you the depth of colour that's just in that beak alone.
Yeah, it struggles a lot.
Yeah. You can see as the glare's coming off it on the camera, but in real life, it's like so toned all the way through. It's mental.
Right, so there you go. Yeah, that was the link. So you can click that for the stretch goal. We hit 65. I'll send you that beautiful folder. And this is what we normally do. For those of you that are in America, right, I am coming to America. So if you guys ever want any of my dial covers or anything like that, hit me up in the next week or so. I'll bring them out with me.
Save
and
on
also,
shipping.
I'm going to bring a big ass flight case with some of my maybe more well-known pieces of work. I'm going to bring my Thunderbird, I'm going to bring my Falcons, I'm going to bring some dial covers and bits and bobs. So please, right, nothing makes me happier than sharing what I do, and letting you guys actually have it in your hands and look at it is a whole different experience to showing it to you on a camera.
You've all online seen the pictures of the Thunderbird, yeah? And everyone knows it. It's very famous in X-Wing, that Thunderbird ship, yeah? Wait until you see it. Like, I've seen it, I've played against it, I've, moved it around a table. It's completely different. It's something to behold in it when you hold it and you see the sculpt in it. And yeah,
there's never going to be anything like in hand. Going to hit you up then to throw some dial covers in with the den guy. Yeah, you do it, brother. Just hit me up next week, get it all sorted. I've ordered a new recast of stuff, so I should have every single dial cover in stock. Not massive numbers of each, but I should have every one. So if you want it, let me know. I'll bring them with me. And anyway, yeah, look, so this is what we do on the stream normally. And when I come to Worlds, if you do want to see any of my work, please just come see me, man.
He's there for chatting.
I'm there for chatting. That's what I live for. Yeah. He's meeting people, show them, and we can talk, and it's much better then. But anyway, let's go back to, because we don't need to look at that no more. I'm going to do another one. Look at, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to use the Force. I'm going to use the Force.
Oh, yes. It's amazing.
Oh, man, yesterday. Little story. It's Sunday, right? Yesterday.
Yeah.
I went on Facebook Marketplace and I got my daughter with me, and I brought. I was like, I got to do something a little bit better with my front room, and I brought a telly cabinet.
Oh, okay.
and this new coffee table, and I found this glass cabinet in a charity shop for £15 to put all my Lego in.
And so I brought in, the square IKEA job is?
No, bigger than that. Proper. It was like they didn't even know what they had. Yeah. Right. And I've got this big ass telly that was in my man cave, but I never use it. I'm never in there.
Yeah. So, in the bit with the sofa.
So I brought it in the house. Yeah. And I put it on for her, man. And then I watched one of these.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you watch
on
it
the big screen.
42-inch.
Oh, wow.
Everyone needs to do it.
This is it. I was watching.
She did pick out the coffee table. I
was watching one on the other day in here, and because I can get it up on my phone and then fling it to the screen in the thing.
Right, now that's just some voodoo stuff.
Yeah, it was well good.
I don't need none of that.
All it had was like a little thing in the corner. I just went.
Do you know what? Because we're not using this, I'm going to lower it down so we're not dodging the imaginary camera. Yeah, it's good. Right, so this show, I know it's a little bit like kind of we're making it up as we go along, but I'm genuinely so. Worlds is coming, yeah, and. So from my perspective, and this is me being totally honest, and I hate that I do totally honest, but it's the truth, right? So when you've won anything like I have, there's this weight of pressure for you to perform, and I'm kind of a bit past the whole trying to perform at the moment. This year's kind of been a funny one, and I did win Euros, and then my son won Worlds, and it kind of does feel like we kind of ticked the boxes.
Yeah, exactly, and it kind of it's that pedestal of expected of you to be this.
Yeah, totally.
They're going to come to the table and they're like, oh, I'm playing Rasta, or what a scout to take.
Yeah, absolutely, I mean? and that makes it kind of a bit hard, a little bit, but also I haven't really been. Yeah, it's fine. I haven't really been paying attention to very much of what's been going on in kind of the bigger arena of the meta and how it's changing. And certainly these little Nantec things that have turned up, I'm not one for reading all the preview articles that come up earlier. So
no, we said this, didn't we, about us not a while back. We've always said that we didn't read. I read the previews as in I looked at it and said, oh, this is coming out, that's cool. But I never theory crafted anything until we got them on the table. Yeah,
I mean, a lot of what has come out in the past 2 waves, I've been exactly the same. A lot of the new releases this year, I've just kind of waited for them to hit the table. And generally, I've been able to roll with the punches. Mm-hmm. But this time round, it's set off this tsunami, right?
What, the Nantec in itself?
The Nantec's kind of set off... so Tartan James is on now, right? And it's Tartan come up to me on Friday, and those of you that know Tartan James, right, in X-Wing, will know this is a seriously good player, right?
One of the best in the world, right? Without doubt.
Seriously good player, and he flies seriously good lists. And so he come up, and I was like, I'll play whatever, and he was like, we'll put some Nantecs on the table. I want to go against them. And I put the 2 Nantex and the Maul and Grievous list on the table, and he was running double Jedi. So and it's built perfectly to get out of where I want him to be. And I tell you what, he approached like a pro, like a proper pro. I even said to him, "Man, your board position is incredible, and you've got me in a really tight spot." And it didn't look like my engage could go well for me, and I turned what was poor board position in a single round with a basic little maneuver into game over in a single engage. They're really, really super powerful. I've been flying them for about a week. And their ability to kind of deal with a lot of what is on the table. So the Jedis that are out there, the Imperial.
Yeah, so
Ace
I mean,
list.
so pre-Nantek coming out,
Yeah.
Jedis were like kicking ass.
And
right?
Jedi-
Jedis were doing really
Jedi
well.
are still legitly really stupidly strong.
But it's
right?
almost like these
But
Nantek are just like put a stop
I
to
very rarely in the past, say, 3 months since the Jedi have become powerful, ever seen a Jedi from what with Delta 7B, a good Jedi, 2, 3 Force Jedi, go from full health to dead in an engage. But I'm watching that happen now every time with just 2 ships shooting at it.
Yeah.
And one of them will be like a 2 dice primary.
Yeah,
It
but
won't
it's the
even be,
Nantex
and it will
stripping
just
all
take
its
everything,
abilities away, yeah.
and it will be dead. And they're kind of like game changing engages.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, look at the points you've got to invest in a 3 Force Jedi.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, so like, I'd love you guys to chip in on this. You guys have been playing with this stuff too. Like, I'm going to Worlds. I don't know what to take. I am like, I'm genuinely thinking about just going back to Han and Jake because I don't know what's going on. I don't think I'm going to be competitive if I try and bring a competitive list. So I might as well just take 2 really pretty ships and have as much fun as I can, knowing that I'm going to get battered unless I play double Nantek all day long. I'll be fine with Han Jake, but Han Jake gets eaten alive pretty much by the Jedi. Mm-hmm. It's really, really hard. Talk to me, peoples. You guys play competitive X-Wing. What do you think?
Nantek release, we was all sat down and we was talking about it, and I was saying to you that you should fly aces because you're incredible with aces, and I surely thought that that's what you'd take. But now the Nanteks are out there, it's like, what do you take? 2 or more.
Why do you think I moved to ETA 2 after the Battle of Geonosis? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fair. I've only faced, so what's this?
Nantek twice. I was flying large base and smashed them. So yeah, I've heard that large base does quash them a little bit.
Really, no one's touching the Nanteks locally.
Really?
Right. Okay.
Pretend
so I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You know, and that leaves me with that quandary of do I just jump on the Jedi bandwagon? And I could jump on the Imperial Aces bandwagon, but honestly, 2 reasons. I'm lending my 3 aces to Lewis with them, and I'd have to quickly make 3 new ones, and that ain't happening. And I don't really gel with imps the way I do with like Jedi or Rebels. So
if you take,
and then I don't want to jump on almost the Jedi bandwagon, and I can fly the crap.
That's why I was trying to push you towards that initially, weren't we? We were saying why don't you take Maces, because if Jedis are so super strong, and pre-Nantex, what we thought was it was just going to be Jedi on every table. You flying them would have put you well up there, but now Nantex there, it's like, do you do it?
The CIS swarms. They are really hard because of their ability to ignore the rocks. But if I get Jake behind it eats them alive. And it is about range control and where I put those rocks on the table to let them grab hold of. And I am really good at range control. It's just Jedi that I really struggle with Han Jake. I can even cope with imp aces that have got a bid on me. Like really good pilots. If I'm playing on form with that list, I can deal with that because Jake can be such a threat if they leave him alone. And Han's still Han, but Jedi and regen are really hard because ultimately the Han Jake archetype is pretty much you get 1 ship shooting. You might get the turn where you get 2 and it's really great, and Jake's got outmaneuver and range 1, but it happens twice maybe in a game. So you're generally looking for hand to just put the damage through, and when it's like chip damage and they've got that chip regen, it's really, really hard. They only need one good turn of close combat to give you half points on hand, and then suddenly I'm playing like a time deficit and I can't catch up like the points gap. I know I've now
switched gas cars because Swarm. Plus my Duchess kind of likes them.
They can't use gas cars, yeah, but like so. I'm also cut from the cloth that really hates things like gas clouds and kind of little bit don't want to use them because I don't think they should be part of the game. A bit like certain things that went on with the way the Nantex were kind of play tested and released, with the ability to do everything they're doing without bumping, while bumping and hitting rocks and stuff.
But we all know that post Worlds, the Nantex are going to get fixed. It's just the fact that they're not getting fixed before Worlds that seems to be the problem.
Yeah, funnily enough, Scott, I've got a hand Jake wedge list. There's no bid on it, and I get what you're saying, but so when you're a true lover of Han Solo and you love that ship and you take his toys away, like so me and Jack Mooney have been talking a lot over the past week or so about Han Jake, because I know Jack will probably rep hand Jake at Worlds, and I talk to him about it because I clearly get Jack's a much better player with me with that list. But you know, I'm good with it, right? I can still make like national cuts with that sort of list. But it's much harder now. The meta has changed a little bit, and the Jedi weren't as strong, certainly, and we had the handbrake. But I've done well with it since. So since the handbrake nerf, it's much harder list to fly, but it's one of those lists, you know, like really any 2 ship list most of the time, if you're winning with it, it's because you're flying really well. Especially in a game now where we've got 6, 7, 8 ships most people are using.
Yeah, well, the swarms are there, aren't they? You only have to walk up and down the tables to see it.
It's forcing an archetype.
Play the game. He's just saying, oh, they're broken.
What, Nantex?
Yeah, or is it just people
like,
love to bitch about it?
No, Death Revived. I think that like the Jedi are broken, and I think the Nantex are broken. And I purely say that because I go back to the hype we had about what 2.0 was going to be, and it was going to be there's no passive mods, there's going to be a lot less of this and a lot less of that, and we seem to just be back into an almost deeper curve of 1.0 bullshittery. There you go. It's the only way to say it.
Because pre-Republic release, I said straight away, I was like, as soon as they announced the Republic, I was like, Jedi's are going to be broken. I said that, I was like, they're going to be stupid. And it wasn't too bad to start with, but now it's spitballed and they're everywhere.
I'm just wondering, are they play testing a wave against the wave? Or are they play testing each wave against a larger pool of ships, right?
And panic fuel.
No. So I don't listen to any podcasts. It's the truth. I haven't got time. I don't do any of that. I don't particularly spend very much time on Facebook or the internet at the moment with all the X-Wing pages and read all of that stuff. I get how that degenerates. I purely go on my experience at the table. And I do play a lot of X-Wing. Casually is something I just enjoy to do. Got a table at home. Alex is there now, so we're getting 10, 15 games a week, kind of minimum. Back on playing, just for fun again.
Yeah.
Playing all different stuff, as it should be. So I'm purely going by what I see on a table, and my comments are purely based on experience and mathematics, like the whole Jedi thing. Jedi and Vader were degenerate. Myself. This reigns to me. A lot of things were degenerate. I mean, like Jedi are degenerate because you just look at points balance. That's why I'm like wondering, are they balancing points just purely in the wave? Because how do you get Luke Skywalker?
Yeah, you said this.
How do you get a naked Luke Skywalker and him be 4 points less than Obi-Wan Kenobi in a Delta with Delta 7B? How? How do you get one more force? A shield rather than a hull, and then a Delta's dial for 4 points. That's not right, is it? So are we just getting like an insular playtest? Because the Jedi clearly bust, because that's why they went boom like that. They just literally did that. Regen, the time constraint on the game, free force, passive mods, great dial, no stress. it's kind of like a combination that you'd be an idiot to look in and go, they're rubbish, aren't they? They're rubbish ships. Yeah. And to be fair, a lot of us did look at them at the beginning and go, I can't see why they're good.
Oh no!
And then the power of that passive.
I knew the Republic were just going to absolutely destroy not destroy the game, but just take over it, because the fact that you were getting these force users and all these force powers, I was just like, oh my god, this is going to be so intense, like, because you were so limited in Rebel and Imperial and how much force you had, you know, like, and how many force users you had. And then they're just going to release the Republic, which was just going to be full of them. And then you've got the other ships that go with it, the Arcs and the Torrents.
I'm not going to chuck shade at the playtesters. Like, we've had this conversation about the fact I don't think playtesters should be allowed to competitively play for 6 months after they've stopped being a playtester. But I think it's more about, is the actual companies giving the playtesters only this much and saying, look, you need to test these against these.
Yeah, I want you
Where if they're saying, look, here's the new Nantex, this is how it works, these are all the stats, this is the points, go.
Yeah.
Test it amongst everything. Then you may have to start looking at the playtesters and going, well, if you are testing it against everything and you're coming back with these results, you're clearly...
Why is that not like that? Yeah.
We know...
because we know from just those that read the articles, we already know what... Before the ship's in your hands, we already know what list it's going to be in. So, like, the Nantex thing... The list, the day the ships were in, the boxes were open and the list was on the table. They knew what they were going to fly before it was even in your hands because of the articles. So how did the playtesters not test that list? Because the rest of the world had figured it out from an article. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
totally.
like how...
let's have a look at that one.
The big problem with the current state of the meta, which quite a few people have stated publicly, is that result of the match is decided during list building. The top lists pre-Nantec release all had a game against each other. Now, Aces versus Nantec is an almost confirmed auto loss, and large base ships versus Nantec is a game confirmed and an almost auto loss. Then Swarms versus large base ships is again an almost auto loss. It shouldn't be the case in a healthy game.
You are...
Well, it's a very good point.
Why did you go home Friday? You should have stayed till Monday and sat here and made some sense.
Talk,
Yeah, because you know I'm 80% paint thinner at the moment. And me sitting down and trying to give you, like, actual reasoned mathematical debate, it's one of the other teams you podcast you want to be watching for that.
We don't do that. We just take a mic.
We just turn up in America with someone in pigtails, take his shoes off and let him go.
Yeah.
We have no plans.
Stand on and just let
Only if we play rock, paper, scissors, lizard spot. Because that's a better game. Yeah. It's a better game. So
but initially what you were saying is pick me a ship and well, not pick me a ship, but what should you do? What should you take? And everybody that has chimed up has said fly what you want, fly what you enjoy, fly what you love.
I know what they mean though. So like what James is saying, like Han against the big swarms is really stupid hard.
Yeah, because you've got so many ships shooting at you. What are you going to do?
No, heavily skewed. There's always going to be the odd case. Mark, there's always going to be the odd case, mate. Hey up.
Yeah, that's docking base. That's Nick, and then it's like X-wing when I first started. Exactly, Kev. You're very much so. There was certain, it is very much 1.0 esque.
Laters, people, Paul. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm really excited about going to Worlds with my son. Mm-hmm. He earned the right to go back, right? So it's been really hard financially to get all my stuff sorted and whatever money he needs as well. But he's earned this right. So to take him back and have him get there and go, he did it and that's his prize for doing it. It's going to be wicked. I'm going to get to see people like Mark. I'm going to get to meet Tavern Wars. I'm going to get to see loads of people I don't get to see.
The Wookiees going.
The Wookiees going, loads of my mates going, and we're going to have a great time. Yeah. But I am not super fired up about the actual gaming side. I do think James has got a point. It is kind of going to be, it doesn't really matter what I pick. It is kind of almost.
But on that point,
On that point, the Rocky music's clearly going to be playing.
That's what I'm saying.
I might take a speaker with me, rip my shirt off.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? All the veins are coming out, and we're just going to lose it on the table. Yeah. Lose it.
But
and then,
we've seen you do that.
We could also go round and give them a little hug. Yeah. And destroy them with love.
Yeah.
With love. So give them a little present first. Yeah. Ask them to stand on one leg, jump up and down and do the thing.
Yeah.
Give them the questions.
Yeah.
I'm going to play hard, have a laugh, make friends and have a good time.
That's right, Kev. Yeah. Totally. You're just going to have a great time. You see so many people that you know. You're out there with Team UK, but you know we know all these American guys from online. It's just going to be insane. It's going to be so good.
So it's in a completely new venue this time. So there'll be
really?
It's
not in the one you were in last
it's
time?
not in the FFG Centre. So it will be really nice to. I'll try and take some little video footage this time. I won't stream it. I'll take some little video footage of kind of the broader X-Wing community. And do you know what I'm going to try and do? I'm going to try and sneak some footage of after the games and when people are out and they've forgotten about playing, and then you can see what I love about X-Wing.
Yeah, the people.
Play, test the Nantex as much as I can. If I get a list to stick, I'm going to pretend they don't exist and hope to high hell I don't play against them. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Got to go. Have a cracking time at Worlds if we don't speak in the meantime. I'll see you next week, won't we, Matt? Assuming you aren't having a nervous heart attack inside again, I've got a kick-ass idea for the finals commentary.
Oh.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Putting me on commentary, if he made the final and you put me on commentary, it'd probably be a safer place to put me because, number one,
it'd be so good.
Oh yeah, you can get me
so good.
Crying like an idiot.
No, it'd just be so raging.
Are you not coming over next weekend? This weekend coming for our tournament, bro?
Yeah, our pre-worlds warm-up.
Our pre-worlds warm-up, finger me jig.
Yeah.
Barn dance, shindig.
Yeah, that's what it is. Party.
Yeah. Party. I'm not right in this.
Oh no, boo.
No. Oh, I love the commentary when you
did Bina, yeah. Han and Lando is good against 4 Nantek. Yeah, but like we've said, 2 large base ships. Han
and Lando. What, 2 big ships? Nah, man. Yeah. Listen, you either flying Jake or you ain't flying right. That's all there is to it.
Jake,
if you got to shine up them cojones if you're going to fly Han Jake, and you got to accept you either got to fly the best you've ever flown all day long or you're losing.
Yeah, Jake's like, snip, gone.
Same with Han, though. Same with Ham. Imagine you, the Wookiee, Gisley, and a couple of others all might. Oh! Imagine me, the Wookiee, Gisley, and a couple of others all buttered up, naked, in a baby paddling pool. Yeah, doing commentary like that. Yeah, seriously. I'm up.
Kev's up for it.
Deeply disturbing. Can you imagine?
No. I don't want to. Don't put it in my head.
I'll be the meat in a Wookiee and Grizzly sandwich any day of the week. Hey, I'm easy. So, yeah, I mean, that's it. That's my fault on like what's going to happen at Worlds. I think probably we're going to see a Jedi win it.
I hope so. Well, do you know what I'd really love to see it? Some T65s win it, but it ain't going to happen.
No, I don't want to see T65s win it because I don't think that's what Simeon's going to be running.
Yeah.
So basically, whatever Simeon's running, I hope that wins. Yes. Piloted by Simeon. Watched by me. Look, he's my boy. Who am I going to vote for? I'm going to vote for my son, and it'd be no better thing in the world. Bruce, blessed love. You all right, bro? Bruce, you going to be at Worlds? I'd love to see a Scumless make the cut. Yeah,
they're not really got much play, are they? Psych Swarm, top 4. Yes. No.
Do you know what? If they did win, it'd be a bloody good bit of piloting they'd be doing. That list is really strong.
What won the other day in Italy? Was it?
It was double decimator.
Double decimator, right? So why can't we just have something stupid like that win? Was Nantex out when Italy was on?
Hey?
Were the Nantex out then?
No, I don't think they were.
I don't think they were.
And 2 decimators couldn't give 2 monkeys about 4 Nantex.
Yeah,
they're like, come on in.
Yeah.
What, are you going to reduce my agility to 0?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's the perfect answer.
And they weren't at.
No, they weren't.
But I still don't think they'd have any game against
Not against
2 decimators. I missed
Unfortunately, I missed my ticket. Got bummed in top 16 by Castle Road.
So,
Bruce.
you know you won those bits. Is it all right if I post them in like 2 weeks' time in America? Because I've got 2 other people. I'm doing exactly the same thing because it saved me an arm and a leg on postage. That's all I was asking for. Gutted, man.
Yeah.
And what are you doing? I thought you were from Germany, Bruce.
No, it's America.
No, man. I'm telling you, the brother's German.
No.
I'm telling you.
What, with Bruce?
He's one of the judging team. Bruce Enos.
No.
I'm just gone mad.
Yeah, you.
No, I haven't, man. I haven't, because he's a good-looking boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Well, I don't know.
He might
I thought Bruce is... Well, if he is, he lives in America now. Definitely.
That's what I'm asking.
I thought he was full-on Americano.
I'm interested in these, but I think about them.
Yeah, that's nice. Golden.
God damn, Bruce.
California.
Oh, I love you.
Proper.
Oh, man. Californian contingent, I reiterate my plea from before. The Rasta man is coming to Minneapolis and he needs his medicine. So come see me. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Same boys from last year. I'll be singing at the top of the steps. You just bring me what I need. Anyway, so should we have a look back at last month's tournament?
Yeah.
No, wait.
This is it, because I don't know.
Right, so apparently, if I click...
Didn't we have a look last time?
Nah.
Did we not?
If I click that...
Oh.
Alright,
Okay.
hold on. Where was...
Yeah.
Is that it? No, how do I go back to what I just did?
That one, is it?
Oh, hold on.
Is it that one?
No, there we go.
Dashboard
That one.
You're right.
If I go back to that one.
No.
How do you open it, Ash? Oh, you just click up there.
Do you, though?
Do you?
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, but... Oh,
You clicking with the right button. What
hold
button?
on. Wagwan.
Oh,
No.
no, it's not that.
It's not that.
Click
Let's
to
go
the
back.
TT. No. Go to TT.
Hold on. Hold on.
Click that down the bottom again.
Can't click what?
That one.
That one?
And then click it. Oh no. Just close that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, not that. No. The little dash. There we go.
Ah, she's so good. I got that back. Wait, and then if I do that, yeah. Wait, I'm doing it. I'm in the netting. Wait, it's coming.
Is it? Yeah.
Boom.
And then you just gotta move
And
that
then
around.
I can do that, so
Yeah.
I can look at it. Oh no,
That one.
that one. I want that one.
Yeah.
You see, I'm
There
so
it is.
rubbish.
There
at
it
this.
is.
So
You can see. So that. What day is that from?
should I? Let me scale that up a bit for them. Oh no, it's that one. Oh,
You got to close that level.
oh, for God's sake, John. Let's scale this.
Yeah,
Hold on, my
let's
darlings.
go a bit bigger.
And we're not on that. We don't want that, do we?
No, so you have
We'll
to
go to
click that and then click that. Yeah, that's it. Well done, that man.
And then that.
Then that.
And then that.
And then that. Transition.
There we go. Ready?
Yeah. Look.
I'm so bad. Right, I'm still not happy with what I'm doing here. But anyway, I've brought this up. And this is last month's.
Yeah, so which day is this?
So this is Simeon one. So it's the... No, it isn't.
Scroll up.
This
That's
can't
at
be.
the top.
What month?
Saturday, 10th of August, that is. August.
No, we want September. How do
So
you
go
get
to
to that?
events.
All right, I like it.
My events.
My events. Right. And then what?
Yeah, and then Saturday, September. Click that one.
Let's have a look.
Look at this. Now you're rolling.
Right.
Bosh.
Let's go.
There we go. So
We got 26 players.
on the Saturday,
How do we get our pie charts up, Ash?
we go to stats.
Let's have
Scroll
a look.
down. Oh no, I don't like them.
You don't like it. No one put the faction in.
He ain't put all the stuff in.
Right,
That's
let's go
yeah,
back.
look, rubbish.
Right, so... Well, we got no lists.
No.
What's the point of me being on TT?
Why has he set that up?
Oh, well, this is stupid. I've
Don't shut that one.
Oh, no, it's all right. I did it.
all right, it's all
This
right.
is good. Right, okay. I'm not playing with the internet no more.
Enough of that.
Right.
Enough of that.
That was really bad. I'm really sorry. And this is what happens when John leaves
Yeah.
and leaves me in charge. And whoever was responsible for that stream should have their hands shot. I don't.
No, there's no list.
I don't know
no
any of
faction
the,
breakdown.
No, none of the.
None of that went
commentators.
over here, you know. None of that.
Might have been because I was in charge.
I was going to say, weren't you doing that?
It was Ryan's fault. Blame
Yeah.
Ryan. Ryan did it.
Yeah,
Everyone.
Tuesday Dream Team, my brown eye. That's not swears.
Alex works on a Monday night. I can't. Yeah, no, you weren't. No, it was definitely JR. JR set it up. He left the gremlin in here because he knows.
Oh yeah, he weren't even here. Yeah.
I ain't got a bloody clue how to use it. I mean, that was really poor.
Yeah, really poor.
I'm not going to blame Ryan. I'm going to hold my hands up and say that was all my fault.
But it was won by Matt Coles. And what was he
run
flying?
by Matt Coles twice. It was Jedi.
Yes, we talked this
Triple
last week.
Jedi, yeah. So, you know, that tournament was dominated. Both days were dominated by like more Jedi than I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm. And it was pre-Nantex.
I'd say it was 90% of the whole 2 days of tournament play were just Republic lists.
Yeah, whether it be Jedi and
Some stuff.
Yeah, like
it don't have to be
Orcs
like pure
and-
Jedi. Yeah.
What about was there
or
lists
the
of
the
the
Sinker
Orc-
Swarm.
Yeah,
and
which
all
is
of
the
that.
Orcs and the Nantex. Yeah, I don't like that neither.
It's only these next couple of weeks. John's really on it, and Mr. Dalton has sorted me out. Apparently, in the next few weeks, a proper computer setup. So I'm going to look at start streaming maybe from home. It'd be a bit easier, so I can just set a little thing up. And do
Little
it.
camera.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and Gold Squadron, I will be doing a stream probably once a month at that point, which will go out at like midnight, 1 o'clock for the Americans. So yeah, because I've got to look after them, innit?
Yeah,
They've got to know how to paint stuff too.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
not just how to burn
Can't
it
keep these
and
secrets
blow
just
it
to
up.
us.
No,
You've got to give
no.
them to the world.
No, I've got to give it to the world.
Give
I've got to give it to the world. So come on, guys, chuck some questions at us.
Yeah,
if
what
there's
do you wanna
anything
know?
you'd like
Not that
to
I
talk
can
about, or
answer
like
one.
us to talk about.
Yeah, the lucky Americans watch while at work. Yes. So I wanted to know, obviously, the Nantex are a problem. The Republic... So we've got Sinker Swarm, Double Jedis, Triple Jedis. What else have we got that's in the Republic that is strong at the minute? What about the Nabooba?
You don't know what we've already done. We've been talking about worlds. We've been talking about the Nantec. We've been talking about what I should run, what I shouldn't run, blah, 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 that sort of stuff.
But yeah, so talk to me about the Nabooba. What list is the Naboo strong in?
So Rick's a good ship.
Yep. And there's promo for
and
it.
Anakin's turning into a good ship as like a blocker. They're using him. Oh, quick there. They went really quick.
Who's the Matt Coles kid?
Who won both days? No idea, mate.
Yeah. Relation to a Delapino, I heard.
He is.
Yes.
I told you,
I
I
heard that.
spent a little bit of time about 19, 20 years ago down that sort of side of the world.
Turns out something happened.
Turns out I was smooth when I was young.
Rattler 84 won the duel versus Lucky
Best
Course.
ginger Delapino. Best ginger The best ginger Delapino is my beard. I could do one of those, you know, where you like turn your face upside down and all talk like
and
that.
put the eyes on it.
It's with the eyes.
Like that on beer advert.
Oh, Y-Wings. Do you know what? Alex
Yeah,
has
what
been
about-
running. What's his name? The one that when he shoots out the side, he turns a dice into a focus result. Sinker. No, not Sinker.
That's the arc.
Broadside.
Broadside.
He's wicked, man.
I know
He's really strong with an ion cannon.
Oh, Jakey Bell's running 2 Jedis and broadside. I'm
Is
pretty
he
sure
running?
he
Yeah,
was.
he's running Mace, Obi-Wan, and broadside, and it's similar sort of list to Sims with like 7th Fleet gunner. But he can have sense on Mace, and broadside's really like.
So-
if you get caught by that ion cannon, you're getting ioned
So
because
we're-
he goes 3, 4 all the time.
So we're saying that the Y-Wing's good release.
Yeah, and funnily enough, James was playing Anakin in a Y-Wing with all the everything, all the nails and bells like nailed onto it, and it was legit.
Really?
It was quite shockingly like, whoa, what's
that's
going
scary.
on? How is there a Y-Wing doing the things it's doing?
Oh, that's sick.
What do I think of the generic 104th Arc? I think they're a great ship in a big swarm.
How many arcs can you get?
Sims
Or
are-
do you mean like an arc with torrents?
No, yeah, the generic arc. So that's like the bottom level arc. So it's got nothing basically. It's just the standard chassis. Yeah, they're a great chassis. Simeon swears by Wolfie. He absolutely swears by him. Broadside iron 7th gunner, matchsticks, veteran turret gunner, iron dorsal 2 times turret and Rick. Yeah.
Ooh.
So for me, Scott, personally, I always look at a list like if I'm flying hand Jake, I love you to fly that all day long. Apart from Rick, you're getting no shots. And for me, I really don't do well with like swarm lists like that. I don't enjoy that sort of board play.
You
but yeah,
want
dude,
a couple of really nice, manoeuvrable
that have
beauties.
got toys and can do things.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally. Kev was running Sinker Swarm for a long time, and a couple of those arcs or whatever the way you mix it up, whether you put torrents, arcs, or you putting in a Nabubi in there, or you're putting in the odd Jedi. However, those lists are being built, like the Republic faction itself, I don't really see any like real bad for your money ships apart from the named torrents.
Yeah,
the named torrents
expensive.
are too many points, definitely for what you get. But a couple of the named arc fighters are fantastic. A couple of the named Y wings are fantastic as well. Yeah, I mean they are really nice. I just think they've undercosted the actual Jedi themselves.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
so as a general, Republic solid.
Oh,
Absolute
man.
solid release.
They are such a strong faction.
Yeah.
And Imps were definitely... I've been flying Obi, Rick and Oddball in an arc. It's been good fun. Yeah, I mean, they're really good. The only problem I had with Rick, right? So, because I was testing out, do you run 2 Jedi, 3 Jedi, 2 Jedi and this, blah, 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 right? And Sim likes Wolf, and Alex likes a Y-Wing, and... like Matt Coles likes less regen and a 3rd Jedi, etc., etc. So everyone's got their own take, and I certainly put Rick on the table. Cool, I've done the cool little like pod racer conversion. I want to put it on the table.
Of course.
And Rick is good. It's just too fast. He's just moving about too much, and
you need him to get.
Yeah, and I don't think you get the bang for your buck. Off of Rick, I'm more interested, and I haven't tried it. Is like a intimidation Anakin with like an advanced proton torp, something like that, as kind of like either a blocker or a range 1 deterrent.
Yeah.
So he's not so. Yeah.
And Anakin suits your playstyle because he's incredibly manoeuvrable.
Yeah, it does suit my playstyle. Yeah. So we were saying this. The Star Spark was one of the older ships. I was saying this just a little while ago about like the comparison of Luke and Obi-Wan. So it's
they're
like,
miles apart.
Yeah,
it's a real weird. I mean, what? You mind going against me? Lucky call sign.
Babe, I will 100% be trying. That's the plan. But because I've got a little girl too, sometimes I can't. But I'm 99% going to be here tomorrow. And lucky call sign, I would love to fly against you. And I can fly my hand Jake against you if you like. Or if you want to get your dad to chuck me a message, because he's got me on Messenger, and tell me what he wants me to fly against you, I'm happy to like take the fall. I'll fly 2 naked TIE fighters against you if you want, babe. Honestly, if you want a game, I'd love to have a game against you. So
wicked.
That'd be awesome, man. We should get it on stream.
Should get it on stream, yeah. That'd be great.
That'd be wicked.
Yeah.
I'll get slapped down before.
Because they didn't stream any games last Tuesday, did they?
No, there just weren't the people here. I don't think.
The
I'll
weather
tell you
was
what happened for me.
shocking,
There was 4 of us coming over from my sides, and there was a huge car crash with a car transporter and a juggernaut, and it just shut our junction of the M1 down, and you couldn't get on it for miles.
I'll tune in for that. Nice one, Rex.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what time that they can stay till. But Lucky, whatever you want to play, babe, I'll play against you. But if you want, hand Jake. She needs to learn
the hard way.
I'll fly a hand Jake list then for you, because they're like my famous kind of what I'm famous for flying. So we'll give you a go against that. And I apologise in advance for however long.
Do you know what you should take to Worlds? You should take Dash. Because it is the worst ship in the game now. It was horrendous last week, so I gave a handful of people that made it the night off. Hopefully back to normal tomorrow. Yeah,
it was insane last week.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It was insane last week.
Fly Dash.
And we've got a hurricane coming on Thursday, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, concerned Londoners phoned Alex and was like, "How are you going to survive? There's weather coming."
Yeah,
and he was like, "Be all right.
It'll be all right.
Be all right.
Yeah, get used to it. The fields soak it up, mate. We're all right." What do you guys think of 2x2 format or 150 points per player and Epic? I am buzzing for Epic.
No, Tartan. You wrote a Dash Asegi list. It's all right.
It's not good.
Is it? Dash is rubbish.
Dash is rubbish.
No
Absolute
boost. Red barrel roll. Rubbish. Rubbish, 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 rubbish. That's it. Done.
Crap.
1.0 Dash without engine. Rubbish.
Yeah.
It's all about engine upgrade. Anyway, so what the hell is this? What's
What,
2x2 format?
2x2
This is
format?
how little
What,
I
like
read.
small-
What, 2 foot by 2 foot?
What does he mean? No, 2 people versus 2 people, 150. Or no, that's all 150 points per player. What?
Bruce.
Is that just slimming it down?
Bruce.
None of that's official, right, Bruce? You
Bruce
know.
Enos should have seen a film called They Still Call Me Bruce.
Yes,
So-
Ash.
Yeah, but yes, Ash, to what?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you asked too many questions.
I did. I threw a lot at you. So it's not official, is it?
It must be if they're talking about it.
Well, Epic's official.
Epic is.
But I haven't read all the articles yet. I just know that it's coming, and I've ordered all the boxes in for the shop. But I don't know. Like,
You know what you could do?
What's
You
that?
could pull the article. We don't have to put it on, but we could just read it. And if you do it, I won't open 16 things. 2 per player. 2 per player per player. It's a Coruscant.
2 players per side. It's at Coruscant.
And 150 points per player. So 300-point game. Interesting. Really, really interesting. Really interesting.
I don't think it's on the web store yet, Kev, because
So-
that's not my forte. But I shall
me
have a look.
and the Wookiee, right? So apart from once when I played Simeon, and I played with Simeon, and it was clearly apparent there was 2 people trying to pilot the ship at the time. That was never going to work. Then I've always played like doubles epic with Kevin. It was normally like once.
Always,
a year.
and you used to do it
Which-
so thematic.
Which
It was
ruin people
Yeah,
as well.
it
We've
was
never
horrible.
lost one.
Yeah. Not.
But like
yeah,
2 players
not-
playing dogfight, is that 100? Is that on a 3x3 map, Bruce? Yeah, Smoking Aces was such a good list. The Tantive was a better list though. But anyway.
So there's the huge ship conversion kit coming, right?
Oh, so it's on a 3x3, 300.
200 points each way.
Don't know if I like it. I think
No.
it would get a bit crowded. You think about like 300 points worth of separatist ships on a table.
Here we go. Bigger battles. Huge ships coming. Preview huge ships.
Bigger battles, bigger
battles,
battles.
isn't it?
Ash has got it up.
No, this is just.
Oh
this
look,
is
go
just
up to
epic.
the top. You see
Yeah.
that ship? That's got really good engines for ripping off.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I've got. Oh no, I haven't got a spare Tantive. I gave it to
No,
Captain
give it
Rex.
Captain Rex. Kept him in X-wing.
I was
Now
gonna
look what
say,
he's
they're-
doing.
They're
He's-
good engines, and now I've realised I ain't got one.
Yeah, so
Tantive. No, this is
it's
just,
the
showing
expansion.
you the
It's
ships.
just showing you what's coming. Yeah, not really breaking it down for us, is it? But Epic is coming, and they've changed the way that Epic plays, haven't they? Massively.
Have they?
Yeah, it's a very different game now. It's supposedly it's like a whole new thing.
Oh, preview of huge ship
movement and damage. One shooting. Yes.
Yeah, well, he was talking about our Tantive.
Okay. Back stuff, Bella. Good for you. You've led squadron of starfighters in blah 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 blah. Veterans of first edition can find these tools along with everything they also need to bring their huge ships into the game. See, look, what's all these things? It's all very different. They're like
That's your
shields
energy
and
and your
energy, but they've got like
shields.
dials.
Yeah, because you go up and down
Yeah.
with them.
But look, this changed, so you perform 2 actions. Remind us to perform 2 actions because it's got ×2.
Whoa.
It's
And
pretty
what's
cool.
that recurring shields and energy icon? So they regen shields and energy
Regen.
every turn.
So that one would do 2 shields a turn.
What?
Yeah, Epic's gonna be mental.
And have they changed? They have changed the movement
Manoeuvre dial,
slightly.
yeah.
They have, yeah.
Movement
Executing
tools
these
a bit
arguments.
skew with. Yeah, I like it. I'm very excited for Epic.
Do you know what, Epic? Right. Epic's Nick. Yeah, Nick's in the chat.
Yeah.
Nick has been like with me, for example, at our mate's shed, where we had like an 8x4, and we had this just ridiculous Epic game, and it took all night, and it was epic.
Yeah.
Literally, it was epic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that every week on any
No,
level.
it's not. Yeah, but it's like Armada, isn't it? It's one of them games where it's fantastic, but you don't want to play 2 games of it in the same day.
I don't know how to say that game. The real Alarif. Hi, brother. I don't know who you are, but hello.
The real Alarith.
Alarif. I don't know. Yeah,
Alarith.
I like Epic. I enjoy it, but I certainly couldn't play Epic as my
Game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The same with Armada. I love playing Armada, but I'd never enter an Armada tournament. I would only like to play Armada pretty much once a month, you know, have a game of it and enjoy it, but I don't want to go to a tournament and play.
They're doing squadron movement, aren't they, where you just set one dial and you move all your ships.
I heard that.
But are the ships locked into a base, or do you still need to move them all? Or is that just purely, you know, like movement trays where the whole thing would move?
No, I shouldn't imagine so. Well,
you do need to have players. It's just a long attention span, and because you've got so many points, like me and Kev once brought just a purely rebel. Looked like New Hope. It was
just
you
had all the main characters, the correct droids,
all the X-wings, all of the Y-wings, but there was just so many ships because it was double that it just took. And don't get me wrong, when this thing turned up, whatever it looked at died because they all had torpedoes, they all had this, but it looked slow. So I'd you move each ship, but have a tool to show all the ending positions. I showed it in an article. Seen a template for 4 ships. Do you know what?
Oh, I like that. Okay, I'm cool with that.
I am cool with that. But
is that just for generics though? And all your named pilots will still move separately?
I should imagine so. That it would be generic squadrons, or that you could say this is a squadron.
Yeah, they're red squadron, and fly together.
Yeah, they're going to fly together. X-Wing is about one-on-one dogfighting, and at that 3x3 level where you've got like the 200-point limit, I know you can have up to 8 ships, but it generally tends to be a much more of a kind of intense But when you play Epic, if you've certainly in my past experiences of Epics, where if you were any good at writing a list and controlling range at all, you could just swing up. It was almost like 40k. Here's this big wall. As soon as you hit range, that's dead.
Yeah.
And just take it off. And I'll just keep going, and that's dead. And that's dead. And it was a case of almost like, there was a lot of moving forward, shooting stuff and taking what you shot at off.
Yeah.
It was never a lot of...
one. And as long as you shot first...
Let's have some dogfighting, and let's have that, and let's have this. Do you know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Ulfric.
Oh,
so,
you have hit target.
Right, guys, we have hit our stretch goal, and our stretch goal is for a 2018 Worlds calendar, Worlds folder, put with some beautiful cards in there that I'm going to get out of my personal collection and out of our prize boxes, but amazing stuff. And I am going to do my best. Ash, close that. I'm not touching. Oh, look, he's put an article. Thank you, dude, Archnin. It's quite tricky to keep the wing together.
Right, what you got to do? How are you going to do the do-do?
Right, so you need to go to... Look, I know what I'm doing here. You go to that. And then I go to... Wait, it's coming. It's going to change. He showed me. It's not to panic.
Okay.
Right.
Start to panic.
And then I go to giveaways.
Okay.
And then this will load.
Okay.
Current giveaway. Okay, giveaway history then. Let's have a look. I'm going to kill John. No. Oh, is it live actions? Oh, for God's sake. John, are you watching?
Of course he ain't.
He ain't, is he? He showed me how to do it. Giveaways.
Yeah, it's got to be giveaways.
It's got to be giveaways.
So it'd be what? Custom, is it? Then click the... you see.
All right. That's it, this one. Start giveaway.
And that's it.
And then that changes. Boom. Right, guys. I do believe I've just started it. There you go.
Yeah.
Right, so the folder giveaway started. You need to type raffle. Is it exclamation raffle? exclamation raffle, space, and a number of tickets. It's 500 spondoolies of tickets. It's unlimited. You get an extra one if you're a subscriber. And we will be giving that away at the end of the show. Thank you very much for your donations. Don't let that stop you donating. Ulfric is currently stream boss, and if Ulfric stays stream boss, he will get 1,000 spondoolies. But if one of you guys knock it off and you are stream boss at the end, you'll get 1,000 spondoolies. So it's well worth trying to knock Ulfric off. Any
Knock
news
him off.
on the entry fee for the veterans comp?
Not that I know of. That's no.
Captain Rex, we'll get John to get on that in the next week or so and get some information into the actual veterans chat or the veterans page, innit? Because we've got our own.
Yeah,
page.
there's a page for the vets.
So, and when I come back from Worlds and we do our big show, I will have some stuff from Worlds to give you as well. Ooh. Yeah, so if you're all good, there might be even that limited edition Plo Clune coming your way. So, yeah, that's going to be like a one-off thing that if I give you, it's because I love you. So tune in for that.
Yeah,
have some
it's going to be a good one.
Some swag.
Yeah. So what do you think they're giving away this time? So it's going to be that ship's going to be available for everyone that goes getting that ship, right?
Everyone that goes.
Getting that ship. And then that's...
there is it's gone. Because he's on YouTube.
He sent his apprentice to deal with this.
No. There was a plate. Nick said something and then it's gone.
Is it not pop up on our doodad?
No, because it's only the
stream.
Show
them ones.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nicholas, we missed that.
Sorry, Nicholas, we missed it. Oi, Scarlett.
What's she doing? Checking
Can't
your voice.
bid on it from my own folder. Oh, I have been instructed though by Mr. Bruce.
No, you have to do raffle.
You have to do raffle.
You've got loads.
Oh, you're Rasta Maice now, are you? There's a place for Redemption as well as the Veterans Chat Group. Right, cool. Perfect. Thanks, Nick. Sorry, mate, we missed it. It went so quick, everyone was buying their tickets at that time. So, yeah, honestly, Captain Rex, the cost that it's going to be for the Veterans event, we pretty much is just going to work out around what the food's going to cost for the evening things. We're not trying to... That's all we want to do is cover, like, festivity costs.
Oh, okay.
That's all, because
I've not been in on the
like
planning.
from it becoming a normal tournament. I went no.
Yeah.
We have to make this into like a proper shindig. Yeah. We have to have 2 nights of hilarity and frivolity.
Well, yeah. So I know that I'll be there.
I want to put on my finest dress, my best frock, my high heels, lippy eyeliner, the lot.
I was gonna say
I want to be romanced.
Yeah.
I want to be danced on the stream table under a glitter ball by Spurgeon. Even though he's not even coming, he's going to drive up just to dance.
Just to dance with you.
I want it to be like Dirty Dancing. I want to run up
the
Simeon,
lift,
and Simeon lifts me up, and his little arms are shaking.
I'm going to say,
or Finlayson runs at Simeon,
and he gets him.
And then it's a bit like dodgeball, you know, where he does the thing and the girl falls. Yes. And he pulls Simeon's head out. Yes, the Leia event is always the 27th of December.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes. Because it is that date.
Oh my God. Make sure you book the Mos Eisley Cantina band. Oh, absolutely. We got some funky ass reggae and some jag.
I found a CD the other day, or a playlist online, which is the playlist from the Cantina at Disney. So you know they've got
the Black Rock.
Yeah, I've got the playlist. Yeah, and it's like remixed all the tunes. So it's got the Cantina band remixed, and also it's weird, but it's very Star Wars. So it's cool. We'll have that. It's not the best. Don't get me wrong. We'll have some better music as well, because we always have great music. That's what
and we will have sorted out some like prizes. There's going to be a rather large prize pool.
I should expect so.
And the winner will get something rather incredible, like they always do. Whenever we've done a store championships, the winners...
We're talking to Alfonso about our thing as well, isn't it?
Man, and you know what our boys are like. It's always like, right, here's this.
I've got this. Let's give them this.
Alfonso has brought back a limited edition Darth Vader from Japan.
Yeah.
Right, which is, he always buys some ridiculous stuff for people. He's very generous.
He's always beyond, yeah. But when he's out hunting in Japan, he picks the coolest stuff up, and he always brings it back for us.
You going to... You know what, Mr. P? You come on here, you tell us about you having your steak dinners, and then you tell us about you going to Galaxy's Edge. Nice. In 46 Day, I might have enough money to buy Cadbury's Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
seriously.
Cadbury's cream egg.
Oh, by the way, because I'm not streaming for 3 weeks, I will be on the corner of Twyford Road in Willington with my short skirt on.
Yep.
So if anyone needs a bit of like fruity painting in the evening, just, you know what I mean?
Paint me like one of your French ladies.
Wants a private stream, let me know.
Yeah. Private streaming.
Oh, you going to Hobbiton? What's his name went to Hobbiton? Alec from FFG went to Hobbiton.
I've seen the pictures. Look, wicked.
So jealous, man. That is a country I'd love to visit and see that. New Zealand.
My mate, when he was travelling, he was there when they were filming it, and he went for an audition to be an orc.
Did he?
Yeah, because they were just getting random places. They were like, "We're making this film. Do you want to come and like dress as an orc?" And then you run down the fields, and he went for it. He didn't get in. But yeah, that'd have been sick, wouldn't it? Because then when he come back later on, obviously the film's come out.
Sorry, Captain Rex. Like, do I need to have a word with your boys? Why are you the nominated driver? Why are they not chauffeuring Captain Rex
I
about?
picture you in the back, just like,
with
living the dream.
Two like little Hobbiton wenches, because they live in the Shire.
With a cider.
Yeah, like that. One's got holding his cider, one's holding a pie for him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's how I
Two
see
sons
it.
in the front with Matt in the middle, because Matt should be piloting really.
Yeah.
Let's face facts, he's the only one of you that's got any ability with a ship, right? Right, Matt should be in the middle, like Formula One style, with both the younger, the younger children on the side, and Captain Rex at the back. You know, like in fact, in Force Awakens, you know when you walk in and you got that like bounty hunter sat on.
Yeah, the massive one. Yeah.
That should be Captain Rex.
Yeah. I like it.
Isn't
Ginger
it
one
Captain
can't
Rex
drive.
crew card yet? That's why. Just me and the two vets. Just you and the two vets.
What?
Rex should be on the turret guns. Yeah, man. He's got to build him like out of Top Gear where they made, what's it called? I can't think what they called it. They made this car out of silver metal and it wasn't big enough, so they cut a little hole and put a little latch.
Yeah.
So Ammon's head could sit like that. They need to make one of those. What, you
don't have a turret gun on your vehicle.
Yeah, no, do you know what I mean? Who doesn't have a turret gun? In fact, today in Coventry, I went all the way to Coventry to a model shop to buy stuff. And this is what's wrong with this country. It had closed because of bloody Amazon. So another amazing model shop gone forever.
Yeah.
But on the way back, I left the boot open. And Scarlett was playing the game because the police car was near us. Of could we close the boot without getting the car?
Stop it.
And I just went, zoom, and it went, whoop, boom. And she was like, yeah, 10 points. The car was called Jeff. Yes, the car was called Jeff.
There we go.
Look, she's laughing. That's her. It's really weird when I see myself laughing at myself.
It's true.
This is like Inception.
Yeah.
Best game ever. Right, so this is awesome.
Can't believe you went all that way and it was shut.
And I didn't know Coventry was so big. And I proper got lost as well. Went all round Coventry, all in the one ways, found all the historic buildings, drove up the high street, reversed back down the high street at an alarming rate. It was.
Yeah, so model shops are proper. Yeah, on it.
Do you know what? I'm deeply, deeply shocked by how we're losing. We did have a Greg's. Is he staying back? He's when we can.
Yeah.
Well, this was just a little Rasta and Ash light,
but
because things came up.
But we got, like we were saying, so George has got 2 weeks away. Well, no John next week.
We've got no ability to stream next week because John's got his kids.
So on the 4th week he's back.
And we just can't even get in next week. And then the 2 weeks after that, I'm in America, flying out, flying back. And the week after will be the welcome back from America. Here's Simeon's second trophy.
And I'll be here for that. 100%.
Clearly, it's not that. It's going to be just a celebration of a great event. Whoever's won it, I will be bigging up, whether he be American, spaceman, whatever, can of baked beans, whatever you might be, whoever wins, we're going to big him up.
Whoever identifies
we're
us,
going to talk about the crazy stuff. Hopefully, it'll be another crazy list. Or, you know,
oh yeah, I'm. This is what I'm saying. Like with the double decimators winning in Italy, I want someone to just go, booyah, -1, or you know,
yeah, totally.
Or
handshake, you know, something like that. Some craziness, handshake against two Jedis and like an arc, just spitballing.
If that was
in the final,
if that's the
and
final.
then handshake goes and wins it and proves that I am the best Delapino after all. So clearly never going to be. Can paint well. That's about it. Talk a lot.
That's but you got the mind games on it.
Got the mind games, yeah, mind games on it when it's one-on-one.
Yeah.
But listen, anyone else want to enter the raffle? I'll give you a couple of minutes and then we'll stop it and we will draw who gets this lovely Worlds folder. And then we will start to wrap up. It was only going to be...
Yeah, it's got to be a quick show.
Except maybe 118.
Hey, look, we want one of the 118 can win it as far as we're concerned. We like them boys. Look, yep. No, nodding dog.
Look, you're still getting tickets. I like it, Archnin.
How much for a ticket?
How much for a ticket? 500, Doddy. And it's this.
Oh, it's, look.
2018 Worlds Vader folder. You could only get this for being a participant at Worlds.
I'm very
and I
jealous.
will put some cards in here. Quite a few cards. Yeah. There you go.
I want this. I do want this myself. I want this.
Sex we.
I know. Amazing.
You have got one of them, Wookie. You were there. You remember we opened it up and we carried you out when you'd fainted. Do you remember that? Did you know the Wookie fainted at Worlds?
We're damn close to it.
The Wookie has sworn this year not to write anyone's list.
He's not writing anyone's list ever again, he's told me.
No, you see, I'm never writing a list ever again. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Well, Juice has got some tickets. Hello, Juicy boy.
So who is going from UK that we know? So the Worlds.
Oh, well, I'm in like the World's chat group and I ain't paid no. There's so many. There's so many of them going.
Really?
I know that.
So Team UK is going to be full on.
There's lots and lots of Team UK and there's lots and lots of Team Europe. Clearly, because we're lots of different countries and lots of people I know. I'm sure Timo's going. Yeah. All of them sort of people, but. Ulfric's going. Oh, Ulfric! And if Jess is watching, have you heard about what they're doing with the last chance qualifier?
They added more players.
150 players.
Of that.
And I don't think they've sold 150 tickets.
So you're all going to Worlds.
So you're all going to Worlds. So yeah, basically next year, everyone, don't bother playing Hyperspaces.
Yeah, just travel to Worlds.
Just go to Worlds for last class. In fact, if none of us played, do you know what? Let's all do that. Let's get together as a community and go, do you know what? None of us play Hyperspaces. We'll all turn up in Minnesota, like 5,000 of us. We'll all play a last chance qualifier. Whoever gets in, gets in. The rest of us will go to Disney World.
And go Galaxy.
We'll just hire a massive RV. They must have one big enough to put like 400 people.
It's America.
Yeah, they got to, innit?
Yeah.
Or we'll get some trailers, U-Hauls, all full of English people.
Pack us all
English U-Haul.
Turn up at
the
Disneyland.
Greek U-Haul. There won't be many in the Greek U-Haul. The Polish U-Haul, they'll all be fighting. The French U-Haul, they'll all be eating cheese. And do you know what I mean? The Canadian U-Haul, they'll all be insulting the Americans. It'd be brilliant. Let's do that.
Yeah, I'm down.
Need to take care of the Burnett brothers from the Tin Squadron from Deepest Cornwall.
Oh, very good.
Well, of course we will. Quirky 2-day drive. Yeah, what's wrong with that? It'd be wicked. Can you imagine if like 2,000-3,000 X-Wingers got in a convoy? Can you imagine the mayhem?
And all went to Galaxy.
And all of us. No, we only are doing it if we have the Trench Run music on the loop.
The way.
And the first person to get there gets a special prize. And it'd be like, da, 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 da. Everyone would be like, right, like this, up the motorways. There'd be old Bill. They'd have those helicopters chasing us. And here we're watching this insane chase on Highway 86.
What's some fairies?
There's an Englishman showing his behind.
What's some fairies? You've had a lot of practice at already doing that down the motorway with that music.
I have had a lot of practice at driving
really fast.
No, 72 at most, maybe twice.
I've seen you do 72 down some of those little.
It was a lot more than 72.
Well, yeah, anyway. But what about down yours where it's like the tiny little bendy roads?
The way I see it, if you get enough hair between one humpback bridge, you don't have to touch the ground in between the next humpback bridge.
I don't think we did.
No, I don't think we did either. Terminator!
If you jump a corner, it's not a corner. So, Mark's
yeah, I know why I got thrown out. Mark, do you know, look, we're giving away this, Marky boy. You might want this, brother.
Richie
C40s has had 2 tickets. Come on, guys. How can I get extra points? By donating Richie C. There was Lukey Luke. Yeah. There's a little link that comes up. You can donate on it. I don't even know how to do the link. If anyone knows how to repeat the link, please repeat it for me. Show him where to click. And I'll give you another 5 minutes on this. Look, you know why he wants it? Because he's going this year and now he's starting a collection.
Yeah, what? Take that with him.
Oh, evening awesome. What did he say up there?
Hey, oh, look. Oh.
Oh, it's all right, brother. We're just having a Rasta and Ash light. You can rewind. Oh, JR. You're so good, man. I wish your fingers were here.
Yes, I want the folder. Sign button in YouTube. Raffle 1.
Oh, Tavern Wars wants it as well.
He
Look,
wants it. They
look,
all want it.
Look, they're all holding off. Come on. Ooh.
How long they got left to get this?
I don't know. I'm thinking of if I win, I'll give it to.
Don't get a fish.
Tavern Wars did that to me for Death Rain as well. It's just too good.
Give it you.
Yeah, man.
Oh, there was a hurricane outside. Is it real bad? Yeah. Real bad outside in off the town.
Well then, babe, on the way home, no keeping your head out of the sunroof.
Yeah. And make sure you close the boot.
Baby, it's a French car. It's only a tin opener away from a sunroof at any point in its life. So you do need another folder. Oh, guys, those of you that haven't seen...
Well, Mark's in.
I love you, Mark. Those of you that haven't seen Kai's new cards, you got to go and check them out. They're Chamaze balls.
Chamaze.
Chamaze balls. He has leopard print target locks. And that's not a euphemism. That's an actual fact.
Really?
It happened. It's not a euphemism.
I've seen leopard print card sleeves.
No, because
As
JR
in Ryan.
had the amazing Matt Whitham.
Yeah, did him.
Gave JR some to give away because JR had some for himself and they were just incredible.
And Tavern Wars won it.
Tavern Wars won.
Oh, damn it.
And I was gutted. That was one I entered. I wanted that. I wanted that.
It's a
big time.
cool thing.
Right. I'm going to give you a... look, there's Luke. I'm going to give Luke a bit more. Go on, Luke. So you get 500, and if you get 1 penny for each, or 1 sponduli for every penny, Luke. So, and if you're a sub, that will give you a free ticket as well.
So if you
get
say
one
ticket 1, you'll get 2 tickets because you're a sub. And you've got 500 now, right?
He will have, yeah. Look, there you go. So
there you go.
big shout out to Nicholas who sent me a
free art Vinder.
Do you know what? I know Nicholas Durant very well. We have indeed played X-Wing over in France. He's a top bloke. Thanks, Nick. So see. So I have. So our awesome friend Mr. Theobald put out a great blog about one of his blogs, all about
very good one this time.
Some negativity that happened. Wash yourselves. How to behave. Yada yada yada. But I will just like to reiterate that the sky hasn't fallen down. Most of the people that were my mates at the beginning of playing X-Wing are still my mates 5-6 years on. I have made life friends that I genuinely would slit my throat for these people. I've got more love for some of those people that I've met through X-Wing than some of the family that we just get, right? We can't pick those, but we can pick the people we call family, right? So, and that still continues to today. Even with the Nantex falling out of the sky and Jedi being broken and me not knowing what to run at Worlds, the real joy and the real reason, hopefully all of you are watching, is because you're all awesome, right? And being around you guys, and I'm sure it's his mutual, you guys are feeling the same around your friends, it's on general pretty bloody awesome. So, right, if we like, you know, we deal with the negative spikes and we deal with the slumps in a semi-positive way, and we try to
I know like today we've come on and had a little moan about this and moan about. It's not going to stop us playing. I ain't going to throw my toys out pram and say I'm never playing X-Wing again.
Because what are we really throwing out of our pram at that point? We're throwing out lifelong friendships. We're throwing out these great experiences and these, you know, these safe environments that 99.9% of the time they are for us, yeah? Occasionally we can all make a mistake in life and you learn from that, don't you? With what you say or what you do or react or whatever. But generally, these are great environments. The majority of people are wicked that play this game. I've heard people saying on the internet on certain threads lately going, oh yeah, the X-Wing community is so toxic and it's so this and it's so that.
Toxic? Well, you ain't never travelled down to a Nationals with some of your best friends and spent a weekend with them and met up with all the rest of the guys that you know and love from who you've met at tournaments and spent the weekend with them if you've done that and you've walked away from that event saying that the X-Wing community is toxic, then I don't know what you've seen, because I've had some of the best times that I've ever had.
Yeah,
like,
if you have had that experience, I am like,
I'm in amazement.
I'm
I can't understand
deeply saddened that you've had that experience.
Because I've had the exact opposite. I've come away from the events like almost with a come down. Do you remember when we come back?
I used to hate them.
Oh,
2-3 days afterwards, it was like,
be like
I'm so depressed
my
because
heart's
I'm
broken.
not there no more, and it was the best weekend ever. And like Worlds will be that. So like, I'm focusing on the stress of, do I run this? I've got to be competitive, blah blah blah. But really, when I think back to the last Worlds, it was like, babe, what are you doing? Stop it. Anyway. When I think back to the last Worlds, and I think when we all when there was 60 of us in one of the restaurants, and we'd go out and stood outside FFG with people from South America and like the Icelandic countries and Europe and America and Canada, and we none of that mattered.
Yep.
It didn't matter who our
still
political
love X-Wing
leaders.
and all of Star Wars.
It didn't matter who our religious beliefs were, if we had any, our sexual orientation, colour of our skin, clothes we were wearing. None. The only thing that mattered was that we all loved Star Wars, and it brought us all together. So, like, yeah, totally. So, like, when it's all boom and gloom, and the internet's losing its mind, it's generally only ever a few people. Those people are going to be like that forever. Don't worry about it. Come to an event with actual people in your local area. Support your local communities, and if you do that, the bigger communities are basically made up of all your local communities, so you just affect it worldwide. And anyone that wants to have big arguments about nonsense, let them have it.
Yep.
We'll feed back on what we find with our ships and playtesting, because we do want a nice game to play when we're together, and hopefully they're listening. I'm sure they are, because they'll just push us away. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty bloody stoked. I know that Kevin is losing his mind about how many days he's got left. He's like, I've got a countdown. He's ripping off numbers, right? Isn't it, Luke? Yeah, isn't it? I mean, there is, like, literally the list of people that are in this chat. There's a small handful I haven't yet met. I still consider them friends. But then there's people in this chat that are like, people who've slept at my house, that I've fed, that are like, you know, I really do trust, and I really appreciate having them in my life. So, X-Wing is more than that.
Not, especially now, as I'm not playing as much and I'm in the store less. So for X-Wing for me, when I started running these events at Warlords and building what was our tournament scene, you know, I put so much effort into it, and I loved having all these people come to us and say good things about coming to Warlords and having such a great time. And we built this amazing team, and you know, and being part of it, and it was just so amazing. And being away from it now, it's so hard. You've got no idea walking away and just being like, oh, I'm not there like 6 days a week, and I don't get to see all my friends all the time, and it is very hard. But I wouldn't, you know, like I'm so proud of what we've done with X-Wing and the community that we're part of.
Like, yeah,
I love it.
I'm proud to be part of it all. You know, it's you guys for me. I know I've always had my forum, and I've been quite a big figure in it all. But honestly, I feel humbled to be allowed to be that and be around you guys. Yeah, you like never had a social circle like this. I'm 44 nearly now, so the social circle that I've got out of Warlord, out of X-Wing has been phenomenal, and I continue to, as we can see through the stream,
all the time. Yeah, more people
but
talking
just
to
meet
us
nice like. There's not many things we get to come together with in modern day. You know, there's so many things that try and divide us.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
in life or whatever, and this is something that it's not. And there's positive people, and we all go through shock. Look, like Mr. Ander, we've heard some of the stuff you've been through and the stuff you go through, and there's plenty of you in here. Matt, myself, Ash, we all go through these life things, but to have that nice little group of friends that you can go to and do genuinely give a monkeys about you is what it's all about. So like keep the faith, keep it tight.
And for those of you that haven't done it and haven't been to the big time, try these things. You know, like for me, going and stay like I used to go and stay at Kev's at night, and then we'd go to George's in the morning, and then we'd all travel down together. Do things like that with some of your gaming group and try it out. You will not regret it, I promise. You just have the best time. these long weekends are just amazing.
Do you know what, Matt? Do you know the only person that was missing out when you had no friends, no life was all the people that didn't know you.
Exactly. You know
They
what I
were
mean?
the only people that were missing out, mate.
Yeah.
I have met some incredibly uncomfortable people in themselves,
But
that are
that's-
some of
yeah.
the nicest
Oh,
human beings
funniest
I have
guys,
ever
yeah.
encountered in my life, right? And seeing some people like Matt finding great friends and a great community and support and coming out of himself, and he's only a baby. He's a baby. He's just a tiny little rosebud, and he's about to come a beautiful
One of
flower.
my proudest things is when I take great pride in it. When I look at a photo, and we've got a photo of all us warlords stood there, a big group shot of the warlords all stood together, and you could not find a more random group
Yep.
of people in that picture.
Yep.
So different across the board. Like everyone
it's
is
bonkers.
It is
It is
bonkers. And
bonkers.
to see it all and just think, and I love them all. When I look at it, I think I love all these people. These are my friends.
Yeah, I'd play a game against all of you.
And you look at them and you just think, but if you took all the Warlord t-shirt off and you think, how do they know each other? What are they all doing together? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
totally.
like Star Wars and X-Wing brings it together, and I love that. That's the best thing about it. You know,
Yeah,
it's-
look, and you're all the same, right? I know most of the teams in this country, and most of you, none of you are a match.
no,
You
that's
look
right.
at you
yeah.
as groups of friends. One of you's like a really well-to-do, like in a
Exactly.
big intelligent job, and then you've got like the basic menial work, and they would never get on, and then suddenly they got this common ground,
Yeah, and they're
they're
excellent
best
together.
of friends for
Yeah.
the rest of their lives.
Yes,
and
yeah.
they travel up and down the country. So
Yeah. Whereas if they met on a tube station before, they would have never spoke.
look,
So,
Luke's
yeah.
got to lower the tone and throw shade.
Wookiees fish
Yeah.
soul.
That salty squadron, they're all right. They're all
Yeah.
just noise. When you get hold of them, even little old tiny me, I would stick my fingers in places they think I'm too short for. Right, listen,
Right, we're going for it.
we love you, Matt. Always will.
Yes.
Made my year taking all of my sons to Warlords, being better one of you wins it. Dude, Captain Rex,
Yeah.
you know you should really consider every male under the age of 45, because you're clearly only 46.
Yes.
Right, as your son in the
Yeah.
X-Wing community. So one of your sons will be winning.
I must say, Rex, as well, the lad, because I know I wasn't here when you came this time, and I was really gutted about this, not seeing you and the boys. But the lads that ran the event come and talked to me afterwards and said that they'd had you guys in, and they were blown away by you. They were absolutely blown. And I told them, I was like, I told you this man's a legend.
He's a legend.
And
He's a
they were
legend.
like,
He's a
oh,
legend.
Ash, I couldn't believe it. It was just, they said you were all fantastic.
Yeah, if any of you Americans
So-
ever thought about coming to the UK to play X-Wing, there is really only one reason, and it isn't to meet Simeon, and it isn't to meet Kevin or to meet me. It's to meet Captain Rex.
Oh,
So
man,
that's it.
yeah.
That's it.
It's Captain
He
Rex.
lives here, man. He was in Return of the Jedi. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
So
listen.
yeah.
Last chance for the raffle, because I'm going to close it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Luke, fold
Has he
up,
got
fold
46
up.
tickets? Ulfric wants it.
Yeah, everyone wants it. It's pimp.
Giveaways. Come on, beat. Live actions.
No. Giveaways. Was it not this doodada? Is that it? No.
No.
Giveaways.
Let's try giveaways.
Yeah, and then wait. And this is it. These are all the people.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right. Right, ladies and gentlemen.
Close entries.
Oh, okay, hold on. I'm just going to tell them we have had 18 people buy tickets.
And look, they're going through last
Oh,
minute. Oh,
last few tickets. 18 people have brought tickets. 80 tickets for this. Me. What the hell? Rattler has got 26 tickets.
He's gone big.
Ulfric's got 13 tickets. Ulfric don't want it half as much as Rattler wants it. Defrain!
Waffles 66.
Waffles?
Instead of raffle.
Waffles. Go on. I'll give you 2 more seconds and I'm going to close.
Oh,
I'm going to count you down from 10, yeah?
Yeah.
9, 8,
Here we go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 1 3/4.
Done.
Done. You can no longer enter the raffle. Scarlett, come here and
Come
click
and
this
press
button.
this button. Make it even more
Pick
special.
the
innit?
winner. folder, 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 folder.
All you got to do is click this.
See
one,
the pick
mate.
winner. Come and say hello. Just say hi. Scarlett's here. Wave.
She's poorly though.
It's my daughter. One of my daughters. Go. Matt won it. He wins everything.
Michael,
Shut up.
as a fix, Delphina's won it.
Fix Delphina's. Cheers, son. I'll take it home.
Well done, Matt.
Well done, Matt. Proper
Oh,
chuffed
wicked.
for you, man.
Yeah.
Matt, well, I don't even need to post it. It will be sat here, bro. I shall fill that up with some goodness for you. Yeah, well done.
Oh, sick.
He's
Well done,
proper
mate.
good.
Yeah,
You see?
Yeah.
You see,
I'm
little
happy with
brother?
that.
Oh, well chuffed for you, bro. Well chuffed for you. Gutted for all of you that didn't win. Thank you for all of you that have donated. You've been incredibly generous. Save your pennies, though, right? Because when I
it's
come back
gone
from
big.
Worlds, I'm going big because
Yeah.
I need to make
But
up.
but
I'm going to have a lot of stuff.
To gain Spondoolies as well, right? You just got to watch Warlord streams.
Yeah, you do.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
Does that
the
include watching older streams?
No, it's got to be live.
It's got to be live.
It's
okay.
got to be
we
live.
need
So
to get
whenever
some more.
you
So
watch
don't
live,
forget Tuesday nights. You're going to gain
Tuesday night we will be streaming because there shouldn't be a massive fatal pile up.
No, and I've multiple people in our Warlord team chat have already said that they are coming.
Right, so I'm definitely going to be here. Alex is going to be with me. It's a very slow drip feed, though.
Okay.
What is?
I don't know.
What's the slow drip feed?
Hmm.
No idea. No idea.
No idea.
Yeah. So listen, I'm proper sad. I'm not going to be here for a few weeks. I might do a couple of my live Facebook things from home, maybe little half an hour ones in the next couple of weeks. If I can get, I'll put my router in my man cave. How about that? Maybe next week, and we'll just do a little half hour, and I'll just show you what's on my desk.
Ooh.
Show you a few bits, and we'll have a little catch up maybe next.
Some of the
Monday.
hidden things on the wall that
Because
no one's
I've
seen.
never done that from home. So I'm going to find out if it's possible to do it through Twitch. If not, it might just be a Facebook thing. So listen, if any of you guys that watch this stream are not personally friended with me on Facebook, my Facebook name is Rasta Maice. Friend me up. You'll get the little tap that I'm going live on Facebook. And then you can watch when I do my little streams from home. Yeah, Nick is right. I get what he's saying. It's very slow if you just watch. The best way to earn Spondoolies is to donate, to cheer, to subscribe. Right? No, to cheer,
subscribe.
to subscribe.
Do a man cave tour.
Yeah, the man cave's it's been a bit deconstructed a little bit. I might do a tour of my front. Yeah.
Front room now.
I might do a front room tour, but I'll definitely do a tour of my work side because there's two halves to the man cave. There's the half where I keep the gimp, not Alex, another gimp, not Simeon. He lives in Burton.
Yeah.
But yeah, and listen, after Worlds as well, there will be a stream where we get certainly someone that has been the world champion at least once, maybe twice, but at least once on stream with us.
He's good at doing the double.
Yeah, he is good at doing the double. Let's all listen, right? I love you all deeply, and we've done this before for people that have not been well. But
Let's
please
channel some
positive energy for me, Simeon, Kevin, all the warlords that are going out, all of the UK players, everyone, but especially me and especially Sim, because he's my boy, and it would be ridiculous if a 19-year-old this time does the double, because remember he was only just 18 by about 4 days the last time. So this time he's 19. Let's let him win it again, and let's maybe let them actually do an interview with him and big him up like they should have done the first time. But positive vibes, yeah, and whatever happens, don't be horrible on streams. I know none of you will, but don't partake in that name calling and that picking on people when they're getting under stress. Let's just back whoever's winning, enjoy it, watch it, and celebrate the community that we got. And Dave Bishop to win Worlds, called here first. No idea who that is. Anyway, yeah, we are going to go.
Yep.
I will try and be back in the next week or two with a couple of live Facebooks. Thank you, Enos. Thank you very much. It is always scary doing big journeys like that. So until 4 weeks from now, until we do a proper Rasta and Ash, please tune in on the Tuesdays still.
Yes.
Our
Make
Tuesday
sure
night
make sure
stream.
you watch Tuesday's
This-
stream.
This weekend is a double extended tournament, right?
World's
so it is a
warm-up
world's
tournament.
warm-up. That's why we're doing 2 days of extended format, because our veterans season's finished.
Yeah.
So this is 2 days of extended formats. All frick. Honestly, bro, I would be crying my little eyes out, trust me, for you, and you'd be up on our shoulders too. We've got a Kev, he can pick anyone up.
Yeah, damn right.
Go have fun, make memories. That's totally what we're going to do. Anyway, as I was saying, Tuesday night, Dream Team, Saturday, Sunday, tournament,
Double.
this week coming, and then Tuesday we'll keep going. I'm sure the boys will be reacting to Worlds as it happens.
Of course.
I know Ryan's going to be hot on it, and they'll be doing some stuff too, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm really going to miss you. Thank you for tuning in. It's great having Ash back.
Yeah,
we'll be back in a month.
We'll be back in a month, and we'll do it properly. And George will be back from Worlds, and we'll have a proper good sit down, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about them lists, yeah?
So until then, Weekend Warlords, all the games, all the time. One love. Peace.